The guy from Chennai who had nothing to lose and went on to crack one of the best universities in the world. Cold emailed famous actors and CEOs and created a pitch deck to fund his masters abroad. All of that so that he could get the best learning opportunities. From zero chances to new chapters in life, full of grit, luck, and determination. This is Sai Bernard's study abroad story. Let's hear it.
Welcome to the video. For the folks who are watching us right now, this is a story about grit. This is a story about determination. This is a story of luck. And today we have with us Sai Bernard from India, from Chennai, who is currently in the US. He's working as a software engineer, and he's studied his master's at the University of Pennsylvania. Welcome to the video, Sai.
First of all, thanks, Caleb, for having me.
Okay. So I was born and brought up in Chennai. So I think for the up until I graduated my bachelor's, I was in Chennai. So my father was he was a salesman back then, and my mom was a housewife. And at that point, that was one of the motivating factors for me to learn and other stuff. But apart from the school which I studied, the place which I lived had some my friends and us. They went to, like, I don't know back then, to be honest, what is IT or what was NIT, all the things. So it is through my friends that I came to know that, so these are some of the institutions that you need to go. Then I thought that, okay, like, this is cool, but how do I get into it? I think this was embedded in my mind that I wanted to do something which is right, and which is at the top, that, okay, like, this is something that I need to do. But I don't know how to do it and how I'm going to do it. So I just focused on my 12th grade. At that point, I got 187 out of 200 sort of thing. And that's when I got a good college.
How are things at home? Like, did you get encouraged to be a studious person? Was anybody in your family also, really passionate about studying? How was that?
I think two of my family members were really supportive of me. So one is my mom, and the other one is my elder brother. So those two guys are because I still remember that whenever I used to learn, I need to have a quiet environment. So I used to come out and say that, turn down the TV volume, or turn off the TV, because I would literally say that. I literally say this to my dad. So my father retired and he came back to my home, right? And we didn't have any funding for even when you want to go to undergrad, they didn't have any money to go. So my brother, at that point, he started going to work. So my elder brother called me into the room and said that, okay, so now you're going to your 12th grade. Just remember this one thing. Our dad is not earning, and I'm just starting to go to work. If you don't get good grades in your 12th, there is no possibility that we'd be paying money for you, to go into your undergrad or anything, because we don't have. The only thing, if you get good marks, you could study for free. And that is the only option you have. Make sure you do it, is what my elder brother advised me at that point.
Where's your brother now? Like, have you been able to bring him to the US? Are you looking forward to getting him there and show him around?
In 2024, right before I graduated, like a month ago, he got his... so they said that, they wanted to do some work in the US for him. And he got his H1B picked, fortunately, and now he's here in New Jersey.
Oh.
So...
That's wonderful.
That is one thing. Yeah, so that is one thing. So now it's kind of like me and my brother are close. So whenever I want to visit him, I'll just... so it's kind of like a 2-hour drive from here.
That's amazing. I mean, look at the odds of how it turned out, right? So, UPenn, right? UPenn,
Yeah.
one of the best. How was that?
UPenn. So UPenn, I didn't get into PhD, but I got my master's application. But apart from being happy on that, getting in, the first thing that came into my mind was, how would I fund this application? Because I know that UPenn is costly, it's the it's the most expensive university that you could study. And then I thought that, okay, you know what, that is fine. Let's just go for it, and some door would open.
How did you arrive at the decision that, okay, you need to get an education loan? And what did you do to get it? Because I know that you did a couple of interesting things there.
So one of the things is that, so when it came to that point where I had two options, like studying for free, but Georgia Tech gave me a PhD option.
Mhm.
But I had to have this thing, I had to attend interviews with professor and other things to make sure that I get it. And the other option is that comparing to Georgia Tech, I felt that UPenn had that much research thing. Even though I'm going to pay, I think I would get the reward for that. So I finalized myself to like to go to UPenn. But the thing is that when I was looking for options, because like when things went south, like in terms of the finance, because I thought that I could do a PhD, but I couldn't do it. So when it came to that point, I wanted to do my master's. I started, like searching for applications. But before that, I was parallelly creating myself a good portfolio. So it's kind of like a pitch deck that shows why do you need to fund me. Like because I had no other option, because I know that like the education loan, they would ask for properties and other stuff, and literally we had no property, like literally zero properties. So at that point, it was either someone should fund me with a higher interest rate and I could pay them back, which I am sure I would pay back, because I even took a history of my undergrad education loan and told them that even the tenure was 10 years, I paid them within 2.5 years. And like to pay back the education. So this is something that I would do care, and like I created this insane pitch deck where that shows that hey, this is me, and these are all the stuffs I did, and these are all the interesting stuffs which I did, and in terms of payment, these are all the things I had, and this is what I paid back. Like an education loan, and I got an NOC and all this stuff. So consider this as a favor. Like if you have money, just give it, and like just make fund me. And like I'd give you back at a higher interest rate, and that is a pitch deck that I created. And then I started. So first, I didn't thought of using this, like in a public forum. So what I did was, I thought to reach out to banks to see how much they would fund. So I said that without, like even with my brother's copay, as a copay, like for the salary, sorry, co-signer, as a salary with his salary, like the maximum they could give was like 45 lakhs or 50 lakhs without any collateral.
And how much did UPenn cost?
UPenn, in terms of INR, it was costing 85 lakhs just for the tuition alone. So just for the tuition, it was costing 85 lakhs. And that was something which
Okay.
was,
And you were getting
yeah, I
half
was
of
getting
that.
half of that. And it was kind of like, it was, like it had no point. So what I did was, like, this was, I think, 2 days after I got the admit from Penn that, that I'm getting in. So what I did was, like I was going through Twitter, and like I was seeing a couple of stuff, and I know that actor Madhavan, I know with everyone knows about him, but like he's
Yeah, man, he's
a
really
movie star.
he's famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
Abba nahi
So
manenge.
yeah. Like, yeah, for me, like I would usually think him as a Tamil actor, so like I thought that like people would know it, but you're like yeah.
Yeah, on
He's
this
well
side of
versed in
the
all
on this
these.
side of the country, we remember him from the Three Idiots.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So at that point, like I remember, like I was going through these stuffs. I used to follow him on Instagram and stuff, and I've seen him do some stuffs on, helping other people and do these things. So what I did was, like went to Twitter, and fortunately, I found his email address somewhere, and it's his actual email address, because I remember when I put into Google, you'd get a profile picture, right? In that, there was actor Madhavan's picture. So I thought that okay, like let's email him. So I wrote a big email to him stating that this is me, and like this is what I'm doing, and this is my financial background, this is for sure, and like this is what I'm capable at. But the thing is that I wanted to change this. I wanted to change this for my family, and like I wanted to do this so that like others won't like others won't have to endure this thing in their life. And that is what I emailed him, stating that these are all things, and I attached my pitch deck to it, stating that if you want, have a look at this pitch deck, and like just reply to me like whenever you can, and other stuff. And I did this to him, and I did this to two other CEOs in Chennai. So those guys were those guys were Chennai born, and Chennai born, and I messaged them in LinkedIn, and I messaged them through email too, because like I think at that point LinkedIn had I had an option of showing the email too. It is now that they introduced this LinkedIn Premium and all the other stuff that was blocking, but some of the profiles were showing in like the email ID and stuff. So I was emailing them in like all these other things, but like none of them worked, right? It's not that I emailed them just to get these financial fundings or anything. It's just that when goes south, I should not feel at that point that you didn't try enough. right? So I want to utilize that 100%. Let it be any person, because at that point in my life I was desperate, right? So at that point in life I was desperate to change my life around. So I wanted, like these people, like to be to send them and like me make these stuffs work. And I remember it was 2021 August or something. I reached out to Pranav from GradRight, like asking him, hey, I'm planning to do my masters. Can you tell me like what kind of things you do and other stuff? And Pranav gave me good details on what it was done and stuff. And after that, I didn't talk with him. So initially, I thought that like this is something. Yeah, at the end, like these GradRight or like any other things would charge money later. So I didn't even consider those as an option back then. But then like at that point, I was getting some thing, but I was scrolling because. I don't know, but literally at that point I was trying everything, and I think once I broke down so much, like I was literally, like literally having tears in my eyes, and like I was just scrolling through my WhatsApp and all these things. I was like, okay, so this, like if this is the fate, I'm gonna accept it, I was just like scrolling through my friend. I don't know, like I just saw this GradRight thing in like right over there in the WhatsApp thing, and I thought that okay, since if you want to try it fully, just try it with these guys too and see in like what it looks. And I remember it was like night 9 o'clock or something, and like I just texted Pranav Steady that hey Pranav, I got into UPenn, can we have a call? And Pranav, without hesitation, like he called me within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. He called me and said that hey Sai Bernard. What? Yeah, like the same night, like same after 10 minutes, I think yeah, yeah, it was 9 o'clock at that point. So he called me and he asked me, hey, congratulations, like whatever. I told him that hey Pranav, yeah, like that's the thing, because I don't have any collateral or anything, and UPenn is it is damn expensive, and you're like I don't know how I'm gonna fund this and all this. And Pranav, like he was like, he didn't even consider this as a problem. He was like, no, this is not a problem. I'll make sure I'll get you the approval. You're like, just give me some
Yeah,
time.
I mean, you're getting into UPenn.
Yeah, he said that like there is not even a problem. You did all the hard work and stuff. Like let me take care of it. And he within 15 minutes, within half an hour or something, he sent me 3 contacts from Oxilo, Incred, and like other people saying that just reach out to them tomorrow morning and say them that like GradRight Pranav gave this number and such, and like just speak with them, and like they would be able to give you a better rate, and like let's see whether they are willing to give the loan for the full amount, which is 85 lakhs.
And this is like 10-20 minutes after you had tears in your eyes, right?
Yeah, at that point I thought that like everything is gonna end, because like this is some big, because I tried everything. Madhavan didn't reply, which I know he's not he's not a neighbor that he should reply. Think about that. He didn't reply.
Okay, now I have a sort of fun section for us. Okay, I have these questions. You can just call it a rapid fire round. I wanted to think of some engineering name for it, but I couldn't, so I just went with rapid fire. So I'm going to ask you these questions and really fast, and then you have to just answer them. So the first one, Optimus Prime from Transformers or Optimus the bot that Tesla made. Which one would you pick? And yeah.
So these are okay. So these are 2 different things. So yeah, in terms of rapid fire, Optimus Prime in terms of fantasy, yes. In terms of reality, Optimus a robot.
Okay. Would you debug a nasty bug, or would you build something from scratch?
Or build something from scratch.
Okay. Self-driving car or self-flying drone?
Self-driving cars.
Okay. I think I know the answer to the next one, but let's hear it. Elon Musk or Tony Stark? Who would you rather intern for?
Okay. I think like in terms of I think in terms of both imaginary and reality, I would say Elon Musk.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Like because like Tony Stark is a fictional character, so I know Tony Stark was partly inspired from Elon Musk and the other guy called Browns or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact name. But I would, like in reality, as of now, if I see it's Elon Musk, but let's say if I'm in part of the Marvel world, and if I see Elon Musk and Iron Man, I'd go for Iron Man. Marvel, Tony Stark.
You go for Iron Man.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'd go for Tony Stark.
I hope I hope Elon is watching this, huh? Okay, C++ forever or Python for life?
C++ forever.
Okay. Would you build the Batmobile or Jarvis?
Jarvis.
You'll build Jarvis, okay.
Yeah.
So, work 4 hours from a beach or 12 hours from a top secret location?
12 hours from a top secret location.
Okay, interesting. Next question. A robot butler or a flying skateboard, like the one from Back to the Future? What would you invent first?
Fly skateboard.
Flying skateboard. That's the cooler one.
Yeah.
Would you race a Tesla Roadster or break down a Ferrari engine?
Breakdown of Ferrari engine.
I'd go with that too. Last question, okay? You get to fix one real world system, okay? So, what would you fix? Traffic signals or government servers?
Government service for sure.
Okay, cool. All right. So, I think when we were talking the other day, we discussed that you're interested in setting up a rotational fund where you help a student out. Tell me more.
So it's not kind of like a rotational fund, but what I thought of that, like even in my batch back in my undergrad, many people were so eligible to do masters. Like they had this insane research and all the other things that they are doing, things. But the only thing they restricted themselves was, how would I pay for my education and all the other things, and
Right.
even with the even with the school, even in the high school I studied. So there are so many talented people, but some people couldn't continue their education because of because of the money they had and all these things. So what I thought was like have this thing where, okay, it's not that you are gonna fund every student that needs to study, right? So let's say if a student has a talent, obviously he'd be getting into a good university. So let's say like right from your undergrad or after your work, if you apply for universities, if you get applied in like if you get into top universities like Stanford or MIT or like UPenn, Carnegie Mellon, it shows that there is something in that guy or girl that is that is evident that that these universities want them to study in their university. So, but the only thing, if that is the restriction thing, so what I thought of was by starting getting the like-minded alumni to come together to have this thing where, hey, you know what? Yeah, just make sure that you get into good university, and that's that should be your only goal. The remaining funding and other stuff, we will be taking care of it. But the only thing that they need to do is that have a thing that they should pay back the money that they borrowed. That with the alumni, that could be a different thing. Maybe with an interest, maybe with not an interest. But the whole point is that they should get an education that they were striving for. And after that, the only other thing that they need to do is that you guys need to make sure that you follow the exact same thing. That you need to fund other people when someone is struggling, or when someone needs this fund where they are extremely talented, but the only thing is that if they are restricted by money,
I think these guys should be able to help it.
Sai, if you remember, when I requested that we do this together, we talk about your story, we bring this out. I told you that it's a story that's inspiring. It's a story that would actually help a lot of students really take that first step, become more aware about the potential that they have and what they can do with it. And I think I hope we were able to bring that out. And anybody who's watching this, I hope they were able to see that.
Oh yeah, yeah. First of all, thank you, Caliph, for having me, and I hope that I was helpful for some students, who wanted to know that, hey, this is still possible. You don't need to have a property or any financial backing to to get a loan and study abroad. So I think hope this would be helpful for everyone, and yeah, thank you, GradRight, for everything, and thanks, Caliph, for having me on your podcast. Thanks.
So yeah, grit got him started, determination kept him moving, and luck, maybe. But as you've seen, luck usually shows up after you've done the hard work. From sending pitch decks to CEOs, to actors, celebrities, to nearly missing a visa because of funding. This isn't just a story about studying abroad. It's about betting on yourself when no one else can. If you're someone who dreams big but feels stuck because of money, background, or circumstances, just remember that it's possible and let Sai's story be that inspiration that you seek. And if you've already made it, maybe it's your turn to open a door for the next person in line. That's how we change the system, one story, one student, one shot at a time. I really hope you enjoyed the video, were inspired, and got to learn something new. If you really liked it, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.